Yo, what's up, guys? Paul is out tonight. Really like Harden. On FanDuel, I think you have to go AD and Harden, or you're doing it wrong, honestly. Chris Paul's out, guys. All right, Slack members, get these questions in. Is Mirotic a good play tonight? I don't mind him. I think in that price range, I like other guys more. I think I like Cantor more, even Bledsoe more than them. Wall, Morris, or Holiday and Otto? That's close. Probably Holiday, Otto. So with Tim Frazier starting, do you think Drew might not be as sharp a play as Booker? No, I don't. Tim Frazier isn't going to garner as much ball handling or usage as you would think. I think he's just out there to be on the court. It's weird that he's starting, but I really don't know why they're doing that. Oh, I should probably tweet this. Trying to get this out. If you're in here, please drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. Gonna get to your questions in one moment. Fade Davis for Harden. I like both pretty much equally. I think Davis will probably be higher owned. So in GPPs, I think there's merit to going to Harden. But if you're playing on FanDuel, I like both. You don't like Vucevic with Nurkic out. Nurkic is out? Since when? I don't know about that. Do you like Gordon on DK? He's pretty scoring reliant, but minutes should be there, and especially with Chris Paul being out, I feel really safe about it. I'm pretty sure as of now, Aaron Gordon is oops. Aaron Gordon's pretty much close to doubtful, or he is doubtful, and then the coach earlier today after shoot around said that he's unlikely to play, so I don't mind it at all. Harden, Porter, Cantor, or AD, Ross, Beal. Probably Harden, Porter, Cantor, Milan in the Slack chat. Simmons or Isaac? Isaac for me. I think his minutes are a bit more secure. Hey, Addy, I sent what I needed to. Okay. Anyways, Corver trade to Jazz. Who is next man up in Cleveland? Honestly, it secures minutes for Rodney Hood and Chetty Osman, and even it trickles down to Larry Nance because sometimes Kyle Korver will play the four. I think Larry Nance is probably the biggest lock of the slate, especially given his price on both sides. I think his minutes are pretty secure. 32, 34 minutes, and obviously last game he played 38 minutes, so not too bad. Jeff Green or Simmons? I think Jeff Green's more reliant on Markieff Morris having a poor game or getting in foul trouble, which is likely against Julius Randle and Anthony Davis. So probably Simmons for cash. Jeff Green definitely for GPP. So would you drop Davis for Harden? They're pretty equal to me. I like both equally. I think I like Harden more in GPPs. It's just the game total, the game pace that has me on Anthony Davis. And The Wizards are the second worst rebounding team in the league, and then if you take Dwight Howard off the team, they're even worse. They're the worst team in the entire league. So that's why I'm on them. Against the Mavericks, it's a pace down spot, but Chris Paul's out. I think his usage is up around 40%, has a huge assist rate, has been going absolutely crazy lately. I like it a lot. What is going on with my fucking screen? Okay, I fixed it. Kemba or Booker? Booker for me. Now that they got rid of Isaiah Keenan, it's a full go for point guard. Devin Booker, really like that. Holiday, Harden, or Wall and Davis? Holiday, Harden. Just because I think I like Holiday more than Wall, straight up. Pivot to Harden, auto cancer, and drop AD for Aldridge. I don't mind that at all. What do you think? Expect FanDuel? My main thing is that I think he can play 22 to 24 minutes and give you a relatively good upside in this Wizards game. I think the game totals up to 241.5, has the highest pace on the slate. The pace honestly couldn't get any faster, especially with Dwight Howard out. He could get you something, but with you being able to drop a score over there, I don't mind it at all. Would you put DJ Augustine at the point and have Harden and AD and Justin Holiday? What? I don't know that question. Staying boy in the Slack chat. Staying boy. I think at this point I just play Tim Frazier over Malik Monk. And if you have money after that, after going from Monk to Tim Frazier and can get up from Thompson to Cantor, I like that a lot. What do you think about Aiden? I think he's too cheap. It's pretty much a price play for me. Oh yeah, then Nick, I don't mind that at all. I almost picked up Double T. Yeah, I like Tristan Thompson a lot, but I don't think he correlates very well with Larry Nance. They're both competing for minutes, but Larry Nance was playing backup 5 minutes last game. He took away a couple of the minutes away from Tristan Thompson. So I think his minutes are super secure this game. That's why I like Larry Nance so much. Okay. I can't multitask. I'm trying to send this tweet out so we can get some more people in here. All right. J-Dub in the Slack chat. I'm thinking this. Here, let me see. Yeah, really like that lineup. That's probably my preferred one, to be honest. You good for this in cash? Mike E. Frazier. Yeah, really like that lineup, honestly. I like both those guys. I mean, I think the core is really strong tonight, and then the pivots I gave pretty strong as well. All those pivots, I don't. If you have 2 of them in there, I'm gonna like the lineup, so that's why I listed them. T good in cash tonight. He's just an odd play for me. If you can get to Trae Young around that area, I like him a lot more. Okay, finally got that tweet out. Jesus. Okay, let's answer some questions. Drew Holiday or Bradley Beal? Drew Holiday for me. I think he had a couple down games, and people are going to go away from him for that reason. And his usage is nearing 30% without Alfred Payton. Pace up game, or not a pace up game, because considering they're like the second fastest team in the league, but really fast paced game against the Wizards. No one can defend him, and yeah, I like him a lot. Slack chat is just for the members. Yeah. Bradley Beal or Vooch? Ooh, probably Bradley Beal just because the game. What do you think Trey's minutes are projected to be without Lynn out and Dorsey out? They definitely get a boost. I think that's more unlikely that they bench him for no reason. So I think Trey, he's obviously a high point per minute fantasy player, and if they keep him on the court, I like him a lot. Frazier is starting, guys. Illustrious. Let me look at that lineup that you sent. Yeah, that's one of my preferred lineups for sure. Yeah, I really like that lineup, Illustrious. I think you run that. Booker or Beal, it's close. Probably Booker if you can get up to it, but I like both quite a bit. How do you feel about Levine? I mean, Levine's always going to be an incredible play. I mean, his usage is up to 34% without Dunn and Portis on the court. The game just needs to stay close, but I think the spread's like 14 points against Milwaukee, so it's hard to do that. Frazier or Patty? Frazier for me. The game just has so much upside. All right, Slack questions starting to slow down. I'm going to start answering the YouTube questions. Lillard or Wall and Vooch or Randall? Wall and Vooch. Oh, good luck. In the Slack chat, I see that. Harden or AD? I mean, it's close for me. I think I'm still siding with AD. Just because it's such a pace down game against the Mavericks for Harden. I mean, guys, I know you guys are upset with what's happening. Me just having to post pivots after the core of players, but DraftKings is going to start banning everyone if we're not using these pivots. So it's something that just needs to be done. It was going to happen sooner or later. Eric Gordon a lock? I think he's a lock on FanDuel. He is shooting dependent, so it's easy for him to fail. But on DraftKings, he's not as much of a lock just because Otto Porter's right there, and I think I prefer Otto Porter over him slightly. But I like him a lot. Who's the sleeper of the day? There's not many sleepers today. Everything's pretty obvious. Levine or Butler? Levine for me. You like Wall more or Beal? I think I'll take Beal for the savings. Best play under 4K for utility? Probably Isaac. Jonathan Isaac. Then Simmons. Then Frazier. Like all three of those guys. TJ Warren on your radar? I mean, the guy's back to playing 38 to 40 minutes ago after getting in foul trouble for a couple of games. Shooting through the roof right now. I like him a good bit. And I think he's going to be low round. Let's say you had a 13,000 budget and you needed a guard and a util. What would you use? 12-9? I don't know. I can't do that math in my head. Probably Cantor and Eric Gordon. I think that's a good use of your 12-9. Is Zeller and Booker playable in cash? Yeah, I think Zeller is going to be way under owned. He's been super high owned at 4.1K. And then he shit the bed last game just because that game went small, but against the Hawks where they have Dedmon, Len, and John Collins, they don't really have the luxury of going small. So I think Zeller's back to getting to 28 to 30 minutes. And at 4.1K, it's kind of a no-brainer play for me. I really like it. I just noticed one of the name changes in our Slack chat. That's funny. Fan of Porter at util and Bledsoe at guard. Yeah, I like that a lot. I like Bledsoe a good bit, and I love Otto Porter. I think Otto Porter is a great play today. I think he's still underpriced for what he is. Nick in the Slack chat. Out of those guys, probably that's hard. Probably Steven Adams. Don't mind Trae Young though. I think Trae Young's a super sneaky play if that game can stay close. Paul out, Harden a lock. Definitely on FanDuel. DraftKings, it's a bit harder. I think I prefer AD to him. It's super close. I don't know. You're picking hairs at that point. Splitting hairs rather. But yeah, I like it. Harden and Gordon stack. Yeah, great plays. Thoughts on Porter and Bledsoe with your core and DK? I like that a lot. Who you like for point guard on FanDuel? I see myself. I'm trying to jam in Harden and Anthony Davis, so I see myself going cheap at point guard. So I really like DJ Augustine, who gets one of the biggest usage boosts with Aaron Gordon off the court, and Tim Frazier, now that he's at the absolute minimum at 3,500, starting for this New Orleans team, where I expect him to play 22, 24 minutes. Obviously, you can drop the score over there, so if it shits the bed, it's not too bad. But in a pace-up game against the Wizards, the game's projected for 241.5 points. I like him a good bit. Adams or Ayton, FanDuel cash Ayton for me. I think Adams and Ayton have about the same floor, but Ayton clearly has a higher ceiling. You selling high on Markieff tonight? Yeah. I think Markieff is a great play today. This game suits him very, very well. Hey, Taylor, Chetty, Barea, or Wendell Carter, do you like any of them? I think Wendell Carter's price has dipped too much, but the foul trouble has been insane lately. I think people are understating how big this Korver trade is. I think Chetty's like locked into 38 to 40 minutes. Not the greatest matchup, but I like it a good bit. What you project Gordon at, and how does he compare to Beal besides price? I think Beal's a lot safer. Their minutes are going to be about the same, but Gordon's completely scoring dependent. Doesn't get many rebounds or assists. Even with Paul out, it's just Harden running the game. So yeah, Bazemore or Clarkson? Bazemore for me with Jeremy Lin. I think his minutes are a bit more secure. Clarkson too, really. I don't know. That's hard. Probably Bazemore. I think that game's a bit better. Yeah, are we high on Gordon tonight? I haven't been really looking at chat because work. Yes, we are. Yeah, if you're watching this video, please drop a like. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like Jeff Green tonight at 4K. Yeah, I think I like him quite a bit. I think he doesn't correlate very well with Markieff Morris. So if you're not playing Markieff Morris, especially in tournaments, I think I would prefer to have Jeff Green. Tim Frazier or Darius Miller for util? Tim Frazier for me. Drew Holiday or AD? Both. You like Randall at all? Yeah, I think he's a great play, honestly. He's going to play 30 minutes. Obviously, a super high usage guy when he's out there on the court. On the off chance AD gets hurt, he would be obviously an amazing play. But I like Randall a lot for sure. Harden, Gordon, or Frazier or Beal? Oh, Harden, Gordon, and Frazier, or Beal, Holiday, and Zeller. Ooh. Probably Harden, Gordon, Frazier. Davis or Harden? Yeah, I don't know. It's close. I think I'm leaning Davis just because of the game. Simmons or Frazier, DK? Simmons. I think he's a lot safer for sure. FanDuel, Tucker or Taj? Neither. Tucker, though. Tucker's going to play big minutes, that's for sure. Towns or Davis on DK? Davis. Is Harden, Gordon, and Capella a good stack DK? Yeah, of course. I mean, this Mavericks team is one of the worst teams on the road defensively. Although it's a pace down spot against the Mavericks, they both correlate very well, especially Harden and Capella. And I know Capella is going to be super low owned when he was super high owned the other day, and for no reason, really, outside the fact that Anthony Davis will be chalk, is he'll be low owned. Porter or Keith, cash, DK, I like both a lot. If you can get up to Porter, I prefer Porter, but I'm fine with Keith with his price. Do you like Randall or Cantor more tonight? Cantor. If Cantor's going to continue to play these mid-30s minutes, he's an 8K player, and you're getting him at a massive discount. Best cheap center on FanDuel, Cody Zeller. Rudy Gay tonight at 5,900. No, I think Pop's starting to scale back the minutes of the Spurs. Really off all those guys as of now. My favorite out of the Spurs is probably LaMarcus, but he just said that he's trying to scale back their minutes and find them time off the court, so kind of scary. Thoughts on Marvin Williams and Cody Zeller? I think Cody Zeller, like I just said, he's going to play a lot more this game against Atlanta, where they don't have the luxury of going small because they're going to be up against Alex Len, Dwayne Dedman, and John Collins. So Zeller's kind of locked into 28 to 30 minutes. Willie Hernan-Gomez pretty much played himself off the court, out of the rotation. So I think Cody Zeller is a pretty safe play. Golden Batman and Slack chat. I'm looking at this right now. I would probably go with the Harden and Anthony Davis one, the second one. How do you feel about Malik Monk? He worked his way back into the rotation, and this game projects to be a blowout. And if it is a blowout, he's going to end up playing a lot more minutes. So I prefer him in GPPs, but definitely like him in both. But with the Frazier coming out, I think I prefer Frazier over Monk in cash games. But Monk has great GPP upside for that 3.3K price tag on DraftKings. TJ Warner, Otto Porter. In a vacuum, TJ Warren, but I like Porter more, given the price. What do you think about this lineup for GPPs in the Slack chat? I mean, that's a sick lineup, honestly. Can you move Malcolm Brogdon to anything? I would prefer that, but other than that, I really like that. Stangboy, I really like that lineup. I think it's great. Yeah, Rodney Hood's a great play with Korver gone now. I'm not the highest on Marvin Williams. Never been a high fantasy point per minute player, but with how things are going right now, he seems pretty safe for 30 minutes, and he'll get you 24, 25 points. Pretty decent for the price tag. Not much GPP upside unless he blows up like he did a couple of games ago, but he's a solid play. Yeah, Nick, that's my preferred too. All right, guys. I hope you do well tonight. Sorry about the changes. I can't do much about it. We have to abide by the rules of DraftKings, and we will comply with them. We want to stick around to help you guys out for a continuous amount of time. So, anyways, as always, best of luck tonight, and until next video, peace.